Let's get started. We are live. That's great. So, I turned the volume down a little bit on my microphone. Hopefully that helps the audio be a little bit better. We are going to full screen the PixelPets application, DAP, and I am going to open up YouTube on my mobile so that I can see what's going on, make sure, yep, audio is working, and if someone does come in and chat, I can see what is being said. So good morning, good afternoon, good night, good day to anyone who might be watching. Chloe Lewis here, founder of the Marma Foundation, and I am going to be spending the next 20 to 30 minutes playing PixelPets. Currently, I don't actually die much anymore, but I'll go through my current strategy. So after the newest update, okay, something's in my eye. That's okay. I'll get it out eventually. After the newest update, my strategy was to use one of my strongest pets, one of my medium level pets, and then use one of my weakest pets because it would allow me to fight someone relatively okay rank. So right now it's saying 2138 rank to 2438 rank. If you go to the leaderboard, you'll see I'm now in first by quite a bit, and 24 something is like 3 weak characters because it's making me face a ranked opponent, but it doesn't actually change, like, the person at that rank might have a weak team. So in my opinion, it actually doesn't make much sense the way it's ranked. Also, for example, my rank is 4258. 56. And even if I put my strongest team out there, the ranking is not scaled. So the strongest opponent I can fight is rank 3051, which arguably doesn't make much sense in my opinion, because I'm never going to face rank 2, 3, 4, 5, or 5. So even this person, CPU.Near, that has a pretty strong team out, I'm never going to face them, even with my strongest team. So arguably, it should be scaled to the current teams that are out there, not just randomly scaled. So my Maturion is already high enough level. So I'm not going to be going through as, oh, look, looks like one of my pets sold. So we will open one of our, we'll start hatching one of our eggs. So in about 4 hours, we'll be able to see what's in this egg. I guess I'll show y'all tomorrow in tomorrow's video. I usually stream PixelPets Monday to Friday, once a day. Oh, the Git leveled up. So I did level up the Git to a Goet. It got a little bit stronger, gained about 8 to 10 damage points, a little bit of armor, magic, whatever. It's a bit stronger. Honestly, I don't think I'll use it much. It's still relatively weak and arguably relatively useless. It doesn't survive. But here we go. I'll throw in a Gabip. I'll start the match. We'll start playing. And you'll be able to see what I'm talking about, where my Amophila and my Chidaz don't really die. Like, the opponent that I'm facing isn't really strong enough to kill the Chidaz or the Amophila. And even the Gabip, it has relatively... My computer's having a hard time right now. Anyways, okay, well, my Gabip just died. Oh no, it just came off of my team for some reason. Very interesting. My computer seems to be having a hard time. I have so many tabs open right now, so that's probably why. But you'd assume a Mac Mini, 6 cores and all that would be able to do it, but whatever. Anyways, pretty simple. I do really high attack damage, and my 2 strongest pets have a really high HP and defense, and so they don't really die. The Gabip will die eventually. It's only level 8, but as you can see, I'm going to fight opponents ranked 2320 to 2620. Arguably, nothing in the 2620 range can kill my Amophila or my Chidaz. So it doesn't really matter what happens. Like, so this Viral, for example, might kill my Amophila because my Amophila is pretty weak. But even, yeah, it just doesn't. All 3 still survive. So if my Amophila died in that round, which definitely could have happened, the Viral the opponent had was super effective against the Amophila, I would have just brought out my Maturion, which definitely has a much harder time dying. quite a bit more defense, quite a bit more HP. So for example, 1606 HP on the Materion, and yeah, 1404, so 200 more HP. I'm actually going to take out the Gabip, and I'm going to just use the Gobbler. The higher level my Gobbler gets, I will get a better item in the next game that the PixelPets team is developing on near, Crypto Heroes. And so obviously I want to use it as much as possible. But you can even see with my current team, even my Gobbler survives. So sometimes the Gobbler will die relatively soon. But yeah, so instead of playing until my whole team is dead, I'm just going to play for like 20 minutes just to kind of share how I'm playing, share how the game works. It's a game built on the Near blockchain, Near protocol blockchain. Relatively fun. I enjoy these. All these cards are technically NFTs. They have experience points and different stats that follow with them. So yeah, it's pretty fun. Today I am ooh, another one of my pets just sold, it looks like. I only have 26 out of 28 pets. Thank you, whoever came out and bought my very, very cheap pets. Much appreciated. So my Gobbler did die, which to be expected, considering it is very weak. And I don't get much experience anymore. So because I'm such a high rank, everyone's much lower ranked than me. My pets don't gain much experience, but I'm not even gonna level my Gabip anymore. Sorry, yeah, I'm just kind of bored of Gabip. We are gonna pull out. Let's just have some fun. I would love to level my Hypolis up a little bit. So let's go with the Hypolis, so that first of all we'll face a little bit of a stronger opponent, which will give me more experience, hopefully. And I want to get my Hypolis to level 40 so it can evolve. So that's my next goal currently, is to get all my pets to level 40 so that I can evolve them, see how strong they get, see if I still want to use them, and we'll go from there. Yeah, today I'm going to be going into Near Hub, which is a virtual world that is integrated with the... Oh my gosh, are we going to lose? Interesting. Well, that's not what we wanted to have happen. So that was pretty good. I actually should have been paying attention to the fight, But that's usually why I go from bottom to top, because I face a weaker opponent. We are going to have some fun now. And that's also why I usually don't use my... what's that guy's name? Amophila, because it does die pretty quickly. I like using my Materion and my Cheetahs more often, but it's kind of fun to switch things up every once in a while, so I really don't mind that much. Let's go for this team and see how that goes. Yeah, so the point of today's video was to actually play for less time. If I continue using like my strongest strategy, I guess the main issue is that I just play forever. Like last night I was playing for an hour and a half maybe. Like pretty much with the same team, just going over and over and over again and just continuing to battle. It's fine, very repetitive. Fun because I found a team that works really well. This team's actually pretty hard to kill. But I'll still win because of my Materion, does so much damage. So yeah, you can see how this kind of plays out. You use strongest pets with high defense, and then you use a weaker pet, and it usually ends up going quite well because only one of your pets dies, and so you can just keep switching out the one pet that dies with a new one. Usually you keep winning, so works well. Yesterday I also went over the Forgotten Runes Wizard Cult, which was pretty cool to go through. They had a lot of similarities to the Marma J guild, Marma J Foundation, especially now that we're actually, because we talked about supporting creatives for a while, but now we're actually supporting creatives with Marma J Chan, and we see some really cool and creative recreations of Marma J Chan. So we've seen like Marma J-Chan switching clothes with Near-Chan. There's a Marma J-Chan mermaid that got submitted as well. So many different cool variations of Marma J-Chan. So very excited for that. Honestly, one of the reasons why I would want to lower my rank right now is because I gained so little experience for each win. So even though I'm getting so many, like you'll see if if I wait for the experience to come through, we get like 3 experience per battle. So I kind of have to play so many battles in a row just to level up my characters. So that's also interesting. I mean, obviously, I think it's a positive. The fact that when I face someone of a really low rank, I'm getting a lot less. See, when Materion misses, never fun. It's a good thing that I get less experience when I face weaker opponents. The only thing is that I wish potentially there was some sort of like league system or some kind of way where it made a little more sense. So like I would like to be able to potentially fight stronger opponents and get more experience. Although technically, safer battles where you don't lose is more efficient simply because that Vero is super strong. Jeez. But yeah, my Materion is still much stronger, so that's good. But my last pit is dead. No, I love last pit. I really want my last pit to get to level 40. I want to evolve it really bad. So I'll probably spend today focusing on my Hypolis and my last pit, trying to get them. The Strya, I also do want it to get to level 40. Its defense, though, isn't the best, and so it dies relatively often right now. I've been trying to train it. Actually, shoot, I don't think I'm training anything right now. I should definitely train something. Maybe I'll get rid of this Tephra and just start training it, just because it's power level 100 and it's actually quite strong. I do like it. Really high armor. And I would like... Oh, it's almost leveled up. Darn it, I should have waited. But that's okay. It's fine. I do actually like using... Not Podmo's weak. Power level 80. On the cusp. I don't really use it much. Okay, this pet's going to die. Nymphe, I'm trying to get to level 40 so it can evolve. It power level 100, training level of 3, so I've been training it a bit, but it is so weak. It's kind of like Git, but if it can survive a couple matches, then great, it can get some experience. The problem is, as I said, I'm such a high rank that every time I battle, I only get a tiniest bit of experience. So it's going to take a really long time to level up my Nymphe and get to level 40 and evolve it. But we're here. We're going to try it. We're going to see what we can do. And if you've never played this game before, like, what is Chloe talking about? Like, what is she doing? You can go to this game. The link to this game is in the description of this video. So it's pixelpets.ecosystem.co/pixelpets. I'm pretty sure. But again, click the link in the description of this video. You can play yourself. It takes 0.25 near to pay for storage. And then you get 3 starter pets, which you can use to get started in the game after you play 100 matches. So I'm probably going to get down to 0 fight points within this video. So I'll be able to show it. You get down to use 100 fights. Each fight costs 1 fight point. You get down to 0. You pay another 0.25 to keep playing. Now, before, you would have a chance of getting an egg with rarity between like 30 and 100. And potentially a rare egg, even from a common pet. So in my opinion, that was pretty cool, because that meant that by playing this game, so yeah, my Nymphe died already. We'll use the Minata. So that meant by paying 0.5 near, so 0.25 near to get started, and then 0.25 near to refill your balance, you get a free egg. You could, by chance, get a really rare pet, which could sell for enough to cover the 0.5 near you put into the game. The dev team actually changed this recently, which I think was not necessarily a efficient update. And they made it so that eggs only give you pets with a power level of max 85. Now, a pet with power level 85 doesn't actually sell for enough to cover your point 0.5 near you put into the game. So instead of being like play to earn a game, it just becomes a blockchain game where you're just, I guess, paying to play. I guess pay to play, which is what most games are like. I think, in my opinion, one of the main reasons of having a blockchain-based game is because you get some ownership. And yes, for example, you could sell your strong cards and get some money back from the game. But in my opinion, if a newcomer to the game can't actually recoup their investment in a short period of time, it kind of deters people from getting started. So from an Axie Infinity, for example, one of the cool parts about that game is I played like a long time ago. It was like $60 to get started. You need to buy 3 NFTs. They're about $20 each, plus like gas, so maybe like $5 in gas on the Ethereum blockchain. And so it would cost you, let's say, $75 all said and done to get started. But you would earn back $100 a month easily. And so people would, you'd have a sunk cost of $75, and after a month, you'd earn your money back. So you could, buy more NFTs, or you could, hold that money and start, providing some liquidity for the token. You had a lot of options to you for how to continue getting involved in the game. And I think that's a very important aspect of blockchain games. So currently in this game, PixelPets, I'm actually not sure I would recommend someone who's new to Nier to start playing at this moment. At this point in time, it's still in beta, so a lot can change about the game before it goes live, or get started marketing and everything like that. But the main problem that I see with the game currently, I think thank you, Goet, for surviving, even though it was not very effective. It was a weak attack against the Veneer. Let's see. Let's use the Glibip again. So the main issue is that if you're brand new to Nier and you take your, the one Nier token that you have and you start playing this game, there actually isn't a reasonable expectation that you would earn back your one Nier in any reasonable time frame. You would sink in 0.5 Nier, you'd get an egg. The egg, 100% chance that egg is going to be not very strong. Max power level of 85. And if you go to the market real quick and you even look at, let's go to the strongest pets, right? So this is what the most expensive pet should be. Price, low to high. So, there's no power level. Oh, I did say I wanted to buy this one, didn't I? I did say that just for fun. But I kind of want to hatch my eggs. See, this is the problem I'm having as well, is that I can only hold 28 pets. We could still buy it. I still think it's a good pet to buy. It's kind of expensive. Anyways, I'm getting way off track of what I was trying to say. I think I'm going to buy it anyway, though. Why not? Someone's selling it. They probably need to get rid of it. Okay. And, oh yes, I'm going to have to unlock my ledger. It does seem like a good deal, even though it's a common pet. And yeah, because you're not seeing my screen, because it went from full screen to normal, I guess, desktop mode. But it'll redirect back on its own to the game. I think it should show this part now that it's redirected, and show, yay, you bought a spore. There you go. Yay, you bought a new creature. So its training level is 1. I will train it to be a bit stronger. Its level is 22. High armor, low magic. I don't really think magic is that important in the game. Not yet, at least. And high damage and high speed. Speed's alright. Damage is, in my opinion, a little more important than speed, but not bad. So we are going to go back to the Materion. We're going to use the Goet, why not? And let's have some fun with the Spore since we just got it. So you can see that my level 22 Spore is arguably stronger than my level 28 power level 80 rare Podmal. Let's see. Almost higher health. It has pretty close attack damage, higher defense, close speed, and then higher spell damage. My level 27 power level 38 pet, it's very close to that as well. So in my opinion, if you're starting off in the game, going for common pets that are power level 100, or just common pets of a high power level in general, is more valuable because you can always merge those pets and get them to power level 100 pretty easily. So that would be my suggestion to anyone playing the game who is getting started. Okay, I feel like I have let's see, CPU usage, okay, 13%. Let's refresh the page just because it is going quite slow. And I probably have just too many, too much stuff open or something. But let's go back to full screen. Look at the leaderboard. Okay, I'm first on global by a lot. I was trying to get, oh my gosh. I was hoping to get into first place on Clash as well last night, and apparently I was 56 wins away. But I was tired and it was time for bed. Now it's gonna take me 700. I'll get it today or tomorrow, but still, people are continuing to push through the game and doing well. Okay, now refreshing the page did much better. Oh my gosh, I should have refreshed it before I started playing. My bad for that. It is much smoother now. Oh gosh, that's funny. But yeah, this is what I enjoy interacting with the blockchain on a daily basis. So being able to play this game every day and see how the game has been developing and updating has been a lot of fun for me. So thank you, PixelPets team, for working on this game so much and having it come out and be so much fun to play. I'm excited for the new updates to make the fighting a little more entertaining, but I have no complaints. People in general, even the eggs no longer giving. Oh, my Spore just died. Even the fact that the eggs. Oh, I'm actually about to be done soon. So even the fact that the eggs no longer give super strong pets, even though I don't think it's actually a good direction for the game and it doesn't make much sense to me, I don't really care that much. I already have a pretty strong team. I kind of joked around today, and I think it's already been over 20 minutes for my stream. I'll check in a second how long I've been. Oh my gosh. Am I going to lose? No, because my Chirion can just kill everybody. I've been going live for 23 minutes, joking around, and I've pretty much won every match. I lost one match, again, because I was joking around and not doing the things the way I would normally do them, and that made it so that I could not play for hours. But the stream isn't going to go for hours. In 3 hours, I'll check it in a second. In a few hours, when my other strong pets come back to life, so what's going to happen in the next minute or two, maybe even shorter than that, is Fipo or Nymphe is going to die. Nymphe is super weak, so it's probably going to die first, and then or Fipo might get unlucky and something might, super effective. Something might be super effective against it, and it might die first. My Materion, probably very low chance of dying, but it is possible. But yes, okay. Oh look, my Materion died too. Super cool. We still won, but the point I was trying to make. So we didn't get to the fight balance, so I can't show that right now. The point I was trying to make, though, is I can't actually fight anymore. So I'm going to have to wait a couple hours anyways. But 3 hours for my Ammophila, probably, yeah, 3 hours for my Chidaz, and then probably 4 hours, yeah, almost 4 hours for my Materion. So in about 4 hours, so it's 11:37 a.m. for me currently. So I'll probably start playing again near the end of the day, around 4 p.m. All my pets will be back. I will probably so again, normally I start with Chidaz and Ammophila. Because Ammophila actually dies pretty quickly, it does not make much sense to use Chidaz, Ammophila, and one of my high level. So what I did was I used Chidaz, Ammophila, and Hypolis, and that's when I lost, from what I remember. Because once my Ammophila dies, I only have 2 against usually 3 or 2 against 2, and then the Hypolis will die. The Hypolis will die, and then very quickly after that, Chidaz usually dies, and that's not that great. So what I normally do is I use Chidaz, who almost never dies. He'll always die last for the most part. Ammophila, who is the first strong pet to die, and then I'll start from the bottom way up. Now, usually when I start to get around these like level 28, 29, 30 level pets, I'll face an opponent strong enough where my Ammophila will die, right? So the team I'm facing will be a bit stronger because I'm using a power level 30, a level 30 pet, and my Ammophila will die. Then I'll pull out my Materion with my Chidaz, which is like super strong. They have a very hard time dying, these two together. And then I'll start leveling up my last pit with it, my Strya, and working my way up again. Now, sometimes I'll get a bit like greedy or impatient, let's call it. And while I am impatient, I'll just start skipping ahead and start leveling up like my Git. But my Git's already done. So realistically, the next time I play, I'm probably going to do the same strategy. Start from the bottom, work my way up. Once I get to, I'll probably try and get my last pit a bit higher, to be fair. To get my last pit closer to these two, level 38. It just takes so long to level them past there. Also, as I said before, when power level is more important than rarity most times. So my last pit with power level 97 is probably quite a bit stronger than my Hypolis with, even though it's epic, but power level 86. And it'd be cool to kind of see, like, get my last pit to level 38, get them side by side and be able to compare a bit better. But yeah, I kind of already showed the market, and I don't have any pets to merge today. Let's see what I am selling. Okay, so I'll show this quickly. I'll show the merge system. I'm not actually going to merge these pets because it'll actually be very clear right now why merging is great for common pets to merge and get stronger to level. Oh, I can't show it because my spore died. My bad. I was going to show. Maybe I'll show it tomorrow. I'll show it tomorrow. But I was going to show how if I merge my power level 100 spore with my weaker power level 59 spore, how it would give me a rare pet, which is awesome, but it would be much weaker than the power level 100 pet. So I think that, I don't know, I don't really care that much. I am going to go back to selling this spore. If someone buys it, then someone buys it. But if not, then tomorrow I'll be able to showcase how the merging works. I have a bunch of other pets that I'm selling, all relatively weak. I'm pretty sure I'm selling them all for 33 pixel tokens just to kind of empty out my pets. But yeah, that's about it. Hope everyone's having a wonderful day, wonderful evening, wonderful night, wonderful day. I said day already. Wherever you are. Thanks for following along potentially with me playing PixelPets. I just do this for fun pretty much every day during the week, Monday to Friday. It's an enjoyable way to interact with the blockchain in like a low barrier way without too much risk, right? I'm not trading. I'm not like having to spend a bunch of near to do it. Yes, I do have to pay 0.25 near each time I play, but it allows me to get some eggs, which is kind of fun. and I just really enjoy playing the game in general anyways. So that's all for me. Oh, you know what? I do always check out the market in a little bit of detail, a little bit of depth, just to see what the prices are looking like. So we did see that the power level 100 pet was around 250. It does seem that that's sticking around. If you want a strong like power level 90 plus pet, it looks like you're paying around 250. And the cool part is you can kind of make one of these pets. So if you get a pet power level 85 from an egg, you can buy some pets on the market, merge them together, and get them to power level 90 something and sell them for around 250 seems to be the price. Once they get to rare, honestly, as I said, I wouldn't personally buy a rare pet power level 82 or like in the 80s. It doesn't seem to make much sense to me. Before, you used to be able to hatch rare eggs power level like 90 and above, and then I think power level 90 and above pets become worth it. And I would definitely buy those. I'm not seeing any rare pets here, power level 90 or above. Like I said, power level. So this is actually a great. Oh, it's not because they're different levels. But anyways, you can see here how a common get power level 97 is selling the same amount as a rare get power level 84. Like it doesn't actually matter. No one's really buying rare pets power level 90 or below. So you could see that around 580 pixel tokens gets you a rare pet. But if you want power level 100, you're going to pay the exact same price for a common. So yeah, that's just kind of an interesting like something to look out for. If you're out here trying to buy new pets, it's probably way more valuable to try and buy a common pet at power level 100 or power level 90 plus. This is a bit better, power level 91 for a rare probably makes a little more sense. But even 91, I'd probably try and go for a bit higher. I'm not seeing any here, sadly. There you go, power level 86 on an epic. That does seem more reasonable to purchase, but not for, personally, right? Epic eggs do cost 2,100 pixel tokens. So potentially I can see this being worth it because you can't even get a power level 85 plus pet out of an egg anymore, which again seems absolutely insane personally because I don't see, like, that makes no sense. Why would you take, I don't, sorry, it makes no sense to me. This kind of makes, okay, too expensive, but I would definitely purchase potentially, this is, Maturon is rare, it's level 61 already, you're paying, again, I wouldn't pay that much for it, but it does seem like a pet that I would purchase off the market. Obviously, power level 99, definitely worth it. Power level 97, definitely worth it. Power level 91, and a Gabip power level of 98 as a rare, seems like a great. All these prices seem inflated, but if you have a bunch of pixel tokens or a bunch of near, you can get yourself a pretty good team. The Hypolis is a bit weak, and the Tachi is a little bit on the weak side as well. I bought a Hypolis for 2,100 pixel tokens, power level 86. So I can't talk much, but everything except for this Hypolis, I'd probably buy if I had an obscene amount of pixel tokens or an obscene amount of near. So like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can get a pretty strong team out. The Veneer I would definitely buy. The Gaia I would definitely buy. The Mub as well. The Nox. These are all actually really strong pets. The Paradu, the Mub again. There's some quite strong pets here, but they're really expensive. But that's all. Deuces. I'm out. Hope y'all having a wonderful day. The delay on my stream is so long, so I'm going to try and awkwardly cut it off at the right time this time. So we'll see how that goes. It's like a 10-second delay. So like I'm completely done with my stream, but it is still coming. Like I'm still looking at the market on my screen. So we'll see how that goes, if I can actually get it to end instantly at the right time.